Hey there, YouTube! Darryl back at you again for another episode of Darryl's Vape Tape. How's everybody doing today? It's a wonderful Wednesday, hump day, greatest day of the week. Not. Friday would probably be the greatest day of the week. But anyways, today's episode is going to be about Smok's new product, alright? This is the R200 with the mini backup kit, okay? So, I'll explain it a little bit. The R200, it's a dual 18650, and the mini backup kit, okay, what that is it's useless for anybody that doesn't have the TFV4 Mini, okay? If you have the TFV4 Mini, then that's real useful, okay? So what it does, it just kind of shrinks the TFV4 Mini down. They give you some smaller coils, a lot more efficient coils, okay? So the problem I've heard a lot with TFV4 is the coils they burn through a ton of fucking juice, and the coils just aren't efficient. You have to run them at such high wattage that a lot of people just don't like that, okay? Now with this new TFV4 Mini backup kit, okay, they have more efficient coils. The coil that I'm running right now is the 0.3 coil. It's a dual clapped-in vertical coil, and it's a lot more efficient. I mean, it only maxes out at 60 watts. So, I mean, that's more in everybody's play range, okay? More people can vape on this than they can the original TFV4 with, like, the quad 4 coil. That's 140 watts from 80 watts, okay? So, the break-on time is a lot less on these coils, and I like it a lot more. It's a better vape for me. I get a little better flavor. It doesn't burn through juice as much. There's a lot of good things about this TFV4 Mini backup kit, okay? As soon as I seen it, I was like, what the fuck am I getting coils and glass and a mod kit for? But then, you know, when I put it all together, it definitely is a lot better, okay? I like it a lot, alright? But to get back to the R200, it's a 200 watt device. It scrolls all the way from 1 to 200 watts. It reads resistances in wattage mode from 1.0 to 3.0. And it also does temp mode in stainless steel, nickel, or titanium. And in temp mode, it reads all the way down to 0.06 and all the way up to 2.0, okay, for resistance in temp mode. Now, I think Smok came out with this because it's small. I mean, this is a little fucking 200 watt device, and it's light. I mean, the weight on this device is not comparable to any other device that I have. Even some of the smaller devices that I have, you know, like my Evic VT, I mean, this is about the same weight as that. And I mean, honestly, it's not that much bigger. So that's the kit. That's the mini backup kit. That's the R200. Pretty self-explanatory. And I mean, they vape fucking great. Let me go ahead and take a pull. I mean, honestly, even though it's a smaller coil and you're running less watts, they're more efficient. So you still get great cloud production off this coil. You know, in the kit, you also get a 1.8 resistance coil, okay? So that's going to be more for your mouth-to-lung hit, alright? But I've been running this same 0.3 Clapton coil for about 3 weeks now. I've been playing around with this guy, and I've been running that coil for that amount of time, alright? So it's a pretty awesome little device they came up with here, okay? I think they came up with a smaller, more convenient device just because the X-Cube 2, even the X-Cube Mini they're both pretty fucking big devices, alright? This device is still smaller than the X-Cube 2 Mini, alright? So, I mean, I think they just wanted to get a smaller, more compact device, alright? If you have the M80 that Smok came out with, I don't have it to compare, but this is the exact same size. The only thing difference is that one only did 80 watts and it had a built-in battery that was a 4400 mAh, and this one has two 18650, but the same exact size, alright? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive up close and take a look at this package, alright? There's a lot to go with it, so let's go ahead and do that now. Smok R200 box right here. You got the Smok right up top. Picture of the device, R200 down there on the bottom. Take a gander around the box. You got the authentication barcode down there on the bottom. Back of the box, just like always, specifications, kind of give you an introduction into the device, resistance, power range, all that good stuff. And then here on the other side here, this is just telling you this on this side is what comes with your mod, and on this side is what comes with the TFV4 Mini backup kit, alright? Just like always, Smok has the same packaging on every single device that I've ever seen from them or ever got from them, alright? So this says Smok right up top, nothing around the whole box there. Take the device out here, and the star of the show right here, the Smok R200, okay? We'll put this to the side, we'll come back to that here in a second. On the bottom of the box here, you got some more goodies down here. This is just telling you to use the proper batteries or whatnot. Make sure you're using safe batteries, non-rip batteries, nothing like that. Right here, this is just your warranty card. This right here, this is an instruction manual for the TFV4 Mini backup kit, which I'm going to show you guys. And this is your instruction manual, okay? I suggest reading through the instruction manual all the time, right? This little USB cord is going to be for upgradable firmware. This is the TFV4 backup kit, but we'll get to that here in a second. And this right here is just one more seal for the TFV4 Mini, alright, for the top of the box there. Alright, so let's throw all this back in the box real quick, get all this shit away, so we can start going to the star of the show here, alright? So this is your TFV4 backup kit right here, alright? So this is the glass that you would get, okay? So let's compare that glass to the regular TFV4 glass. So that's how much shorter it's going to shrink your TFV4 Mini up. Alright, it's going to shrink it up a good, I don't know, I'd say probably about 10 millimeters. I don't know, maybe 8. So it's going to shrink it up quite a bit. So that's what your TFV4 Mini backup kit's going to be all about. Alright, so let's put this back in here. Get one of these coils out of here. Alright, so you're looking at the coils right now. Okay. So, if we compare that coil to a regular TFV4 coil, you can see that this TFV4 backup coil is going to be a lot more efficient, alright? A lot more efficient. You can see how big the regular TFV4 coil is, and this TFV4 Mini backup coil is just a lot more efficient of a coil. I mean, it's still a nice coil. It's still pretty big, I mean, as far as coils are concerned, but as far as this TFV4 coil, this coil right here is a lot smaller, alright? So, the TFV4 Mini, okay, you got your TFV4 Mini right here. This is just going to screw right in here like so, okay? Then you're going to get your glass right here, alright? So get the glass and get this out of this wrapper right here real fast. And once you got that out of the glass, this will just slip on there, just like so. And then the top of the tank goes on there. And there you are. You have your TFV4 Mini backup kit right there. Alright, it's all put together. You have to have a TFV4 Mini to make it happen. But there it is, the TFV4 Mini backup kit. So that's what they give you in this kit here. Alright, so let me set that to the side. And we have the star of the show right here. You can see it says R200 right down the bottom. You got your menu screen, nice clicky, fiery buttons right there. All nice, Smok right here. Couple specs for you real fast. You have 91 millimeters by 50 millimeters by 25 millimeters, alright? So it's a really small device considering. I mean, usually, you know, Smok has really large devices, but, you know, it is, this one's a lot smaller. That's why they made it, alright? It's made of zinc, aluminum, and alloy, alright? So a couple different combinations of good metal, but it's nice and sturdy. There's no wiggling on this device. I mean, everything is nice and solid on this guy, okay? Right here on the bottom, you got this is your USB charge port, but it's not for charging, just for upgradable firmware. You're going to slide this off right here, and this is where your batteries would go, alright? So negative up on that side, positive up on that side. And this guy right here just kind of slides right in there. Get that slid in there. You have a standard 510 spring-loaded pin right there, okay? All my devices sit nice and flush on this guy. And yeah, that's about it. So, alrighty, so I wanted to take a little closer look at the coils. I didn't really show you guys a good look at it. Alright, on this side right here, this is the 1.8 coil right here, okay? So this is good from 15 to 30 watts. And these coils right here are just for the shorty backup mini kit, alright? You can't use them on a regular TFV4 Mini, okay? You can see on the top, they're trying to restrict the airflow a little bit. Same thing on the bottom. So they're trying to get more of a mouth-to-lung hit with these guys, alright? And this one right here is a dual parallel vertical Clapton coil, okay? And this is a 0.3, and it's good from 30 to 60 watts, alright? And you can see it's just a vertical Clapton all the way down right there, okay? On the bottom, you can see they open the airflow up a lot more, and it's just a lot more for the lung hit guys, alright? Right, so we turned all the lights off so you can see this bright screen right here, okay? So 5 clicks of the power button is going to bring life to this beast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smok R200 TC. Alright, so now we're in wattage mode right now, and you can see on the left hand side, you got your battery life, your voltage, your resistance, and then you got your wattage meter over here, okay? The little lock right there, that's meaning lock the resistance or unlock the resistance, okay? So when you're in wattage mode, it'll go all the way up to 200 watts, all the way down to 1 watt, okay? It'll read resistances from 1.0 all the way up to 3.0 in wattage mode, okay? So we'll get it down to 1 watt. Bam, okay? So now when you're in wattage mode or tent mode, when you're on the main screen, if you press the wattage up button and the power button at the same time, it'll flip the screen. So that's left, and wattage down and power button at the same time is right, okay? So we'll flip it left. So left or right hand is not really going to matter with this guy, okay? So to get into the menu screen, 1, 2, 3, and click the power button to get into the modes, and you got wattage mode or tent mode. So we're going to tent mode right now, okay? So you can see right over here, it's got your battery meter, and then this is your normal, hard, minimum, soft, max, all that good stuff, your resistance. Your 200 watts right there, or 200 degrees right here. You can adjust the wattage when you're in tent mode, so that's kind of a downfall for some of you guys, okay? So 200 degrees Fahrenheit, all the way up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? And when you're in tent mode, it will read all the way down to 0.06, all the way up to 2.0, all the way up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? Then round robin right into Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, all the way up to 315 degrees Celsius. Now, the reason why I'm clicking it is because it scrolls fucking extremely fast in tent mode. Definitely faster than wattage mode, okay? So get up to 315, then round robin right into Fahrenheit again, okay? If you want to lock the resistance, it's wattage up and wattage down button at the same time, and you lock the resistance. See, you locked it right there, okay? And that's pretty much it with that, okay? So to get back into the menu screen, 3 clicks of the power button. 1, 2, 3, and to scroll over, this is going to be what kind of coil you're using. Steel, stainless steel, nickel, titanium, okay? So you press the power button to select one of those, and then it's dual coil or single coil. So you select which one you want there, okay? And then to get back into the menu screen, 3 clicks of the power button, right over here. This is your normal, hard, max, minimum, soft, and that kind of thing, okay? So this is just for tent mode, this section right here, okay? So to select one, the power button, and then 1, 2, 3 to get back into the menu screen. Right over here, this is just your screen time, okay? I don't really mess with that. It's set at 60 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Right over here, this is your puff indicator, okay? So you can set a max setting on that. So you can set it to where it will shut down. It won't let you vape on it if you set it at a certain amount. I just set mine at never because it's never going to restrict me from vaping. Okay, so you got left, right. This is the same thing you can do from the main menu screen. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Keep going over, and right here, this is just your STTCR time. I don't really mess with any of that. That's just all factory settings for mine. Okay, then over here, this is going to be your calendar. So you can set this. But the downfall with your calendar is if you set it, as soon as you put new batteries in it and take these batteries out, it will reset back to default time. So that's kind of a bummer. They didn't really think that one through. But it definitely does not work. So that's definitely a downfall there. Get back to menu screen. We'll just let it take for a second. Takes a minute. 1, 2, 3. Get back into the menu screen. And, oh. Fuck. I just went back into the time real quick. So 1, 2, 3. Go to the next one. And right down here, this is just your power button. Okay, so when you click that, Now this is the only way you can turn the device off. You can't press the power button 5 times to turn it off, even though you can press the power button 5 times to turn it back on, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring some life back to it, alright? So get back into wattage mode. Just click that, go back to wattage mode, set your wattage, and that's pretty much about it for the Smok R200. So let's go ahead and take it back up top and take a couple vapes on it, and I'll tell you guys some more about it. Alrighty, so we just got done looking at the Smok R200, and yeah, it was a long close-up, but there's a lot to go with this kit. I mean, there's a lot to go with it, with the mini backup kit and the mod itself. I mean, the menu system is pretty simple, but there's a lot of options there, alright? So I needed to show you guys all that, alright? So I'm running 60 watts right now in the 0.3 dual Clapton coil. Also, just to let you know, same 0.3 dual Clapton coil that I got in the kit 3 weeks ago, okay? So let's go ahead and take a vape. So even though smaller coils and whatnot, you still get awesome cloud production. The airflow is the same TFV4 airflow. I mean, it's an awesome kit on this tank here, and I really do like it, alright? So, let's go ahead and jump into the pros and cons on the mod, alright? The first pro for me is the size. Look at the size of that thing. I mean, it's not even as big as my hand. I mean, it's tiny, alright? And the weight of this thing is, oh man, I can't even explain it to you. It's like 180 grams, and I don't know how much that is, but I mean, it's not that, it's really light. It's definitely an on-the-go package, alright? For 200 watts, this is a small device to have, alright? The next pro for me, all my tanks RDA sit nice and flush on there. There's no give in there, so all OCDers are going to be fine, alright? The next one for me, it's a double 18650, okay? So running 60 watts, you know, maxing this coil out here, I get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of vaping, which is fantastic, alright? Just like any other double 18650, okay? The next one for me is Smok did really good engineer on this, alright? I mean, there's no wiggle in here. The battery is not slipping out of there. Nice clicky, fiery buttons. I mean, everything on this is just, I mean, it's just made of quality, alright? I know with like the Smok X Cube 2, at least the version 1s that they were putting out, the first people to buy them, the battery panel was sliding off there. This one, no problems at all. Definitely quality here, alright? Definitely love that, okay? The next one for me is this upgradable firmware, alright? And that's a big bonus, okay? So this mod can grow, alright? It can get better and better and better. And it's already an awesome device, okay? The version that I have here is the same one that I got out of the box, alright? I want to always bring you guys the raw edition, okay? And show you guys exactly what you're going to get when you buy it in the box, okay? So even the version that I have on here, performing awesome, okay? So I really like that, alright? Great. And then it's firmware upgradable. When I upgraded like the X Cube 2 on the Smok website, really simple, easy process. They got a Mac now, and you can do it on Mac or Microsoft. So I mean, that's awesome. Okay, a lot of people are Mac fans, some people are Microsoft fans. Me myself, I'm a Mac guy. I love Mac. Okay, so getting to the TFV4 Mini kit, there's quite a bit of good things to say about this. All right. The first one, you got the regular TFV4 airflow and the top fill and everything with the regular TFV4 Mini. Okay, so I like that. All right. The next thing for me is the coils. Coils make a tank. And they did great on these coils. I mean, a lot of the complaints that I hear about the TFV4 are the TFV4 is just not an efficient tank. I mean, because the coils are so fucking big. You got to ramp them up so much. I mean, it takes a tank and a half to get the coils wrapped up. And I mean, with this one, maybe a half a tank and it's ready to vape. All right, and I really do like that. These coils, they did really good. And I like that they put a 1.8 coil in there. I mean, so if somebody picked this up that was just getting into vaping, you know, they could do the mouth to lung hit that you would get with a cigarette. All right, so I like that. And I like this 0.3 dual Clapton. The flavor out of this tank, I compare it to any of my great sub-ohm tanks, alright? The flavor is great. And honestly, I do think the flavor is better than the original TFV4. I mean, they did really good with that mini backup kit. Now, if you don't have a TFV4 Mini, you're pretty much fucked, okay? You can't use anything in the kit except for the mod, alright? But the mod's fantastic, so it's not a problem, alright? I like that the mod comes in a couple different colors, alright? So it comes in red, silver, black, and white, okay? So I like that they give you some options there, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the pros. Let's talk about the cons. All right, the first con, we'll start with the mod. This battery panel on the bottom here, it's kind of a bitch to get on there when you have batteries in it. When you don't have batteries in there, it slips right in there cake. But when you put batteries in there, you kind of got to press it in there really good. It takes a couple seconds to get it in there. So, I mean, that's definitely a con. Got to mention it, all right? You know, for the mod, that's pretty much about it. I mean, the only other thing that I could say is I wish I could fire it down to 0.05. A lot of the twisted nickel builds that I put in my RDAs are like a 0.05, and this one reads down to 0.06. So just like the XQ2, you can only get down to 0.06 when you're in tent mode, okay? So, I mean, that's kind of a bummer for me. And I would like it if you could read down to, if it was reading down to 0.06, if it was 0.06 in nickel and regular Canthal wattage mode, alright? So, that's kind of a bummer for me, but definitely nothing to degrade me from saying this is an awesome mod, alright? As far as the tank goes, it is a mini kit, but, you know, 2 mils of juice, that's not that much. But it is a mini kit, and I mean, for the size, you get a lot of, you know, plenty of juice for your size. And when you're only running 60 watts, it lasts probably 25 vapes for me, so I mean, maybe 30. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not a lot of juice, but it's plenty of juice, okay? Let me go ahead and take a vape. I'm rambling a lot. I ramble. That's what I do, people. That's why you watch, because I talk and talk and talk, alright? I'm supposed to give you guys information. That's my job, alright? But, anyways, let's get into the price point, okay? So the price point here in the States, I'm seeing it anywhere from 50 to 65 bucks, okay? And if you're going to buy it from Fast Tag, you can get it, you know, if you want to wait 3-4 weeks, you can get it for like $43.50 or something like that. Awesome price, okay? So most of the time, I put the cheapest link in the description. So I make sure I put the link in the description down there on the bottom. And if you're going to buy this kit, I really, really do suggest that you go ahead and get the TFV4 Mini if you don't already have it. Okay, because this mini backup kit is a pretty awesome kit. I really do like that, alright? So, I also want to let you guys know, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because I got 3 more of these guys to give away. So I have the red, the black, or the red, the silver, and the white to give away. Okay, so I'll be having a giveaway coming up soon, so if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you got a chance to win on those guys, okay? And, yeah, that's pretty much going to sum it up for me today. So thanks for watching. If you liked anything today's video, make sure you give me a big fat thumbs up. But besides that, vape on YouTube.